Welcome to The Canvas. I'm your host Azhar Zahid Carrim, and today we are located at the Gallery FourLife. And I have with me a very special guest. He focuses on the figurative abstract style. I have with me Hashan Cooray. How are you doing, Hashan?
Doing good.
Art. It is an expression of skill, technique, and creativity. It's where you bring your imagination onto a canvas. I'm your host, Azhar Carrim. I am a producer, content creator, and an artist. I invite you to this show to meet other artists. This could be the creative, the hungry, the energetic, and the aspiring. And get to know their insights on their art, their creativity, and more about themselves. Want to know what it takes to be an artist? Welcome to The Canvas with Azhar Zahid Carrim. So Hashan, tell us about yourself first as a person and then as well as an artist.
Yeah, I'm just a person, first of all. And after that, everything is around me, like you, like everyone's. In this society, sometimes I am catching some things with different types.
Mm-hmm.
In that moment, I'm bringing again them through my arts.
Mm-hmm.
And that point, I became an artist.
So what type of art style do you focus on? Because you mentioned figurative abstract style.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that.
A lot of times I am working about the life, sometimes my life experience, sometimes our society, sometimes our country disasters, problems. So I like to talk about the problems actually. So I am finding some different types of contest for my art pieces and my art series. So most of the time I am talking in the dark side of the lives.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my works are coming with the dark palettes.
So there's always there's more depth, some hidden meaning, some,
Yeah, hidden meaning, some different deep ideas, deep concepts also. And some ones are no one talking early.
Mm-hmm.
Some ones are no one couldn't catch actually. So that time I am reading books normally and I am Google them, and those are the times I am finding some different types of talkative concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Some others are, as an example, I would like to say my first exhibition, Lab Rats.
Mm-hmm.
That time I talked about the pharmaceutical mafia. So in that time I tell you and me all other lab rats in this lab type of society.
So what or who influenced you to follow this type of style, where it's more like there's always a hidden meaning or something behind it? Who or what influenced you?
Yeah, in my childhood, my first influence is my mom actually. Time by time, I start to drawing with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's not an artist, but she had some taste about that. And my father is sometimes his work with the iron metals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, his work in the metal works. So that time I am trying to do the drawings and the sketches and the paintings.
Mm-hmm.
The same time I can hear the metal sounds. Those are two roots, no?
Yes.
The smooth crafting types and the rough sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may be the influence became the combined to the same result.
So tell us about one of your few favorite pieces and explain to us also your few favorite pieces.
Yeah, my works. The first one, I really like my first solid work. It called the Portrait of Chaplin.
Mm-hmm.
The Portrait of Chaplin work is a very small work. I drew a cactus tree and the Chaplin's hat top on the tree. I said the Chaplin's life is like this. The wetness we can't see outside from the cactus tree, but wet is inside the cactus tree. So that's why I drew and titled it The Portrait of Chaplin.
So in terms of influences, any artist's piece that was very personal to you that maybe influenced you in a way?
First one is the Starry Night, and after that I'm studying John Mitchell's work, and my favorite Cy Twombly, his Paradise series. Day to day I'm studying them, and I'm watching what are the strokes or what they had going to do with the strokes and the different mediums and the scales wise also as a lady artist, but John Mitchell worked very large works, and the stroke types and the color palettes wise, my favorite is the Van Gogh. He's the legend now. So I believe his philosophy actually. So I am trying to study work Starry Night. Day to day practice, I am trying to bring something different type of talkative subjects to my works. Yeah.
And from your collection, what is a piece that's personal to you?
Yeah. Another work collections are there in my first solo exhibition in the Lab Rats. Those are called Ashes of Soul. I tried to figure out the soul, how it looks, but I didn't ever see it. So I colored them only from the charcoal. Charcoal is another type of ashes.
Yeah.
So that's why I tried to bring charcoal with the soft pastel for the background. But soul, I tried to figure out only from the charcoal. That I said the ashes of soul.
So I notice you're someone who really likes to experiment when it comes to mediums and even different thought processes.
Yeah, correct.
That's really good to know. And now let's get more into art as a career. How do you make it as a full-time artist?
Yeah, I think artists don't have the time period. The idea came in the midnight. Sometimes came in having bath. Sometimes when you're working somewhere, and can be. So because I don't trying to figure out them. Am I full time or am I half time artist? I think art is the full time artist. It's like a soldier. Someone one time a soldier is always a soldier.
Yes.
Yeah, the artist is the same. Yeah, so that's why I think I am an artist. So I am all time I am artist.
And what are the struggles you have faced in becoming an artist?
To my art pieces, so for my thinking process.
The whole journey, everything.
Yeah, I told you in the start, I am finding the problems. I am looking the struggles. I want to bring the struggles. So that's why I am searching them. I am going and studying them. What are the happening around me? What is happening around the world? What they are going to do? What is happening to next our country? So that's why as a artist, as a person, I am not happy in this society actually. So I think we have to find the good world for us, for our next generation. So that's why I am pointing some I catched problems, some I found cases and my insights. So I am bringing all things to my works.
So you try to convey these topics and these messages through your art.
Correct. Yeah.
And now let's say in terms of the work process and the time, like how much time does it take to create an artwork or a piece, and what is your workspace like?
Yeah, I have a private studio, no one coming into it. So sometimes I am having lunch in my studio. In the same time I am doing the sketches. Sometimes in the midnight I am coming and starting drawings. I have no barrier in the space. It is the unlimited space for me actually. It is my universe. So I have that, so I am getting maximum freedom on it.
Now, what is one of the worst things you heard as an artist?
Yeah, worst thing is the someone's. Sometimes I heard someone saying, "Would you like to do this type of art? Can you do this type of colors? Can you bring this size of works?" I don't like it, but I think it's not my soul. It's not my taste. It's not my favor. So because art have to come from 100% inside from the artist, not the bias.
It's from within, and it's your identity as well.
Correct, actually.
What is next for Hashan?
Yeah, actually, I said I really like to enjoy the different mediums and the different experiment. So I am day to day I am practicing them. So day to day I am experimenting. I am doing the experiment with the different mediums, different surfaces, and the different context. So I hope to do the different type of mediums of works. And next, I want to do the international. I have to participate the international exhibitions. So I have to grow up to the world.
So Hashan, you mentioned mediums, that you want to experiment with different mediums in the future as well. What are the current mediums you experiment and work with as of now?
Yeah, I started with charcoal, and I started with the soft pastel. After that, I tried to go to big canvases and the big size of papers. So sometimes charcoal support me, sometimes may not. So that times I tried to go to acrylic, oil, and the spray also. Sometimes I try to bring the spray patches to my works. So yeah, I don't want to narrow my style, and I don't want to narrow my mediums. So I want to discover them all. So that is the way I have to do.
That is actually very motivational, because it inspires other artists also to not just stick to one thing, go out of your comfort zone.
Yes, correct.
So give us a few words of encouragement for our audience.
Yeah, this is my belief. I think what is bad for your heart is good for your art. Yeah, I believe that.
Thank you, Hashan, for coming on to this show, and we loved having you as our guest.
Thank you for inviting me. Have a great time.